Would like to welcome everyone in the presence of our Excellency and the Minister. But then because there will be a video, so either we do the video now and then we will start the video. No, later. Sit down.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to welcome everyone to the Embassy of India in Japan for today's event, Celebrations on Ayurveda Day, exploring the ancient wisdom of Ayurveda in the modern world with the theme of Ayurveda for People and Planet. We would also like to give a warm welcome to His Excellency Dr. Uday Samant, Honorable Minister for Industries and Marathi Language, Government of Maharashtra. To begin today's program, we'd like to present a special Ayurveda video on the Hanvantari.
Ayurveda, being the holistic knowledge system of healthy and happy life, emphasis on balance of tridosha, dhatus and malas. This balance can be achieved through deeds and food. Ahar, or optimum nutrition, is considered as the supreme medicine capable of keeping many diseases at bay and restore total positive health. Concept of Ayurveda Ahar is greatest investment for happiness through long-term health and well-being.
Ayurveda Ahar is considered as a Mahabhashya. It is the medicine as per Ayurveda, food the medicine. Aharo iti Mahabhashyam. Considering its importance in the holistic management along with the diet, lifestyle, panchakarma and the oral medication, Ministry of Ayush and FSSAI under Ministry of Health has come out with the dedicated notification on Ayurveda Ahar as a separate food category.
Incompatible as well as processed foods, changing diet patterns combined with sedentary lifestyles is the root cause of most diseases. Therefore, there is a greater need today to push for healthy cooking techniques and healthy recipes to promote good health. In Ayurveda texts, many recipes are explained as adjuvant to medicine, known as Patyahar. These can be effectively used in the management of various diseases. At the same time, many recipes are explained to promote strength and immunity so as to maintain the health.
Ayurveda Ahar or Pathya is the basic diet regimen which is nothing but the do's and don'ts of Ahara. In accordance with the Ayurveda principles, spices or the botanicals are used in these processes. So, Pathya is very important to maintain or restore the health of a human being.
The preparation of the food by various process which is called sanskara is very important for the promotion of the health. So in our patyahar recipes we include many ingredients related to the season, time and the prakriti of the user. So in our ayurveda it is always a person specific thing. This all make difference to our health. This thought is unique in our ayurveda.
The diet in India is always region specific, comprising locally available food substances and the climate of that particular region, which is suitable for the persons residing in that particular region. Ministry of Ayush has been promoting region specific Ayurveda Ahar. Shrikhand is a popular yogurt based dessert prepared in Western India. It has several health benefits. It possesses cooling and laxative properties, and it is said to alleviate thirst, burning sensation, and common cold. Payasam is a delicacy served in the South Indian households. Is known to boost immunity, promote tissues growth, and boost lactation. Kokam Sharbat, which is a popular summer coolant drink from Goa, is said to be good for heart and liver health, as well as fighting various gastric problems. The Ayurveda roadmap for G20 pushes for Ayurveda Ahar and Ayurveda nutrition. WHO has designated 2023 as the International Year of Millets, highlighting the significance of millets. Millets are a traditional staple food of the dry land regions of the world. They are nutri-cereals known to have high nutrient content. However, the direct consumption of millets as food has significantly declined over the past 3 decades. International Year of Millets 2023 is an opportunity to raise awareness of and direct policy attention to the nutritional and health benefits of millets.
Thank you very much for the special video. Next, we'd like to invite His Excellency Mr. R. Madhusudan, Charge d'Affaires, Embassy of India in Japan, to deliver the opening remarks.
Good evening, everyone. His Excellency Mr. Pratap Rao Jadhav, Honorable Minister of State, Independent Charge, Ministry of Ayush, who will be addressing us virtually. His Excellency Dr. Uday Samant, Honorable Minister for Industries and Marathi Language, Government of Maharashtra. Our speakers for today, our panelists for today, Dr. Kita Nishi, Dr. Kazuo Uebaba, Dr. Takezawa, Dr. Shizuo Suzuki, and Dr. Shivani Gidial. Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, today is a very special day. Starting today, we will be celebrating September 23 every year as the Ayurveda Day. On this auspicious occasion, I am happy to note the very large gathering of Ayurveda enthusiasts from Japan in the Embassy of India in Tokyo. We are doubly honored to have with us the Honorable Minister of Industries of Maharashtra, His Excellency Dr. Uday Samant, who will be addressing this gathering as our guest of honor. And I would also like to take note of the presence of His Excellency Mr. Gemma Kentaro, Honorable Member of Parliament of Japan, who has just joined us. Friends, Ayurveda is part of our cultural heritage. As we explore its relevance to the modern world today, it is also pertinent to recognize the linkages which traditional systems of well-being brings in bridging our two great civilizations, India and Japan, together. Ours are two civilizations that have grown together through shared values of wellness, respect for nature, and innovation. In this age where all of us battle stress in our everyday lives and lifestyle diseases have become more and more prevalent, it is useful to dig into age old wisdom to reinvigorate our health and lifestyle. Ayurveda literally means knowledge of life. Its core principles involve harmony between various aspects of mind and body. It seeks to identify the root causes of ailments and strives to prevent them before they occur. Traditional systems of medicines are not a substitute for modern medicine, but they complement and supplement each other. And this system of wellness is holistic in nature. It covers lifestyle, healthy mind, diet, environment, consciousness, and so on. It also involves living in harmony with nature, as reflected in the mission life enunciated by Prime Minister Modi that promotes sustainable lifestyle. Dear friends, as you may be aware, the Embassy of India in Japan has made several efforts to promote holistic wellness systems such as Ayurveda. The Ayush cell in the embassy began functioning 2 years back and since then has served as a dynamic platform for exchange and collaboration between our two countries. I'm glad to see the support and encouragement that our Ayush cell has received so far from our friends in Japan. Cooperation between India and Japan in the field of Ayush is a new area, but something which we are working hard on. In 2018, a memorandum of understanding was reached between our Ministry of Ayush and the Kanagawa Prefecture on cooperation in our respective systems of traditional medicine. We recently had a very successful visit of Prime Minister Modi to Japan, during which we released a comprehensive vision document that will guide our relationship in the next 10 years. One of the aspects of the vision document is that India will set up centers of excellence that promote yoga, meditation, Ayurveda, and holistic wellness in Japan with the support of our Ministry of Ayush in the coming days and years. And we hope to take further steps to realize this goal. With these words, I once again warmly welcome you to this event to mark the Ayurveda Day and look forward to the discussions. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your remarks. Next, we are pleased to present a video message from His Excellency Mr. Pratap Rao Yadav, Honorable Minister of State, Ministry of Ayush and Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India.
नमस्कार। भारत की धरती ने ज्ञान और परंपरा की धरोहर को सदा पोषित किया है। सदियों से आयुर्वेद ने वैश्विक समाज को स्वस्थ, संतुलित और दीर्घायु जीवन का मार्ग दिखाया है। आज जब पूरी दुनिया सस्टेनेबल हेल्थ केयर और प्रिवेंटिव हेल्थ की ओर बढ़ रही है, तब आयुष हमारी सबसे बड़ी ताकत बनकर सामने आ रहा है। इसी उद्देश्य से इस वर्ष आयुर्वेद दिवस की जो थीम है, आयुर्वेदा फॉर पीपल एंड प्लेनेट, रखी गई है ताकि आयुर्वेद के विज्ञान आधारित लाभ विश्व भर में हर व्यक्ति तक पहुंच सके। इस बार आयुर्वेद दिवस विशेष महत्व रखता है क्योंकि इस वर्ष से इसे प्रति वर्ष 23 सितंबर को मनाया जाएगा। इससे पहले यह पर्व हम धनतेरस के दिन मनाया करते थे। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के विजन से प्रेरणा लेते हुए हम हर गांव और हर घर तक आयुष सेवाएं पहुंचाने के लिए निरंतर प्रयासरत है, चाहे वह राष्ट्रीय आयुष मिशन के अंतर्गत आयुष्मान आरोग्य मंदिर हो या फिर भारतीय पारंपरिक चिकित्सा पद्धति का प्रसार हो। आयुर्वेद दिवस के महत्व को रेखांकित करने के लिए आयुष मंत्रालय विशेष काउंटडाउन की शुरुआत कर रहा है। आइए हम सभी मिलकर आयुर्वेद को जन जन तक पहुंचाए और संपूर्ण स्वास्थ्य को जीवन का हिस्सा बनाए। मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि आने वाले समय में आयुष न केवल भारत बल्कि पूरी दुनिया को स्वस्थ जीवन की नई दिशा देगा। मैं आप सभी को आमंत्रित करता हूं कि इस मही अभियान से जुड़कर आयुर्वेद दिवस को जन जन का उत्सव बनाएं। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद, जय आयुष।
Thank you very much for the video message. Next, we'd like to invite His Excellency Dr. Uday Samant, Honorable Minister for Industries and Marathi Language, Government of Maharashtra, to deliver the address of Guest of Honor.
Very good evening and warm welcome to all guests, all friends from Japan and across the world who have gathered here.
皆様、こんにちは。本日お集まりいただきましたご来賓の皆様を心より歓迎いたします。
It is my honor to represent Maharashtra here in Japan.
日本においてマハーラーシュトラ州を代表し、この場に立てることを大変光栄に存じます。
We came here for the World Expo 2025, a platform that symbolizes innovation, culture, and international cooperation, and we honored to be part of such an important event.
我々はイノベーション、文化、そして国際協力の象徴である2025大阪万博に参加するために来日いたしました。
Ayurveda, one of the world's oldest holistic healing system,
アーユルベーダは世界最古のホリスティックな伝統医療体系の一つであります。
originated in India over 5,000 years ago and continues to influence modern approaches to health and wellness.
まさに約5000年前にインドで発祥し、現代の健康、ウェルネスへのアプローチに今なお大きな影響を与え続けています。
Ayurveda emphasizes prevention, balance, and natural healing.
アーユルベーダは予防、バランス、そして自然治癒を重視しています。
Today, Ayurveda is recognized by the World Health Organization as a traditional system of medicine.
今日、アーユルベーダは WHO 世界保健機関にも伝統医療体系として認められております。
My state, Maharashtra, has nearly 100 Ayurveda colleges and institutes spread across the state.
我々の州、マハーラーシュトラ州には、アーユルベーダ、ホメオパシー、自然療法など専門とした約100の大学研究機関が存在しております。
These institutions offer a range of specialization including Ayurveda, homeopathy, and naturopathy.
まさにこれら大学研究機関は、アーユルベーダ、ホメオパシー、自然療法といった専門分野を提供しております。
Under the leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Ji Modi, the whole world looks to India for guidance of Ayurveda and yoga.
モディ首相のリーダーシップのもと、世界は今やインドにアーユルベーダ、そしてヨガの指針を求めております。
In his tenure, countries such as the United States, Germany, the United Kingdom, Japan, and Australia have been growing acceptance to Ayurveda through wellness center, yoga retreats, and medical practices.
モディ首相の任期中、アメリカ、ドイツ、イギリス、日本、オーストラリアといった国々で ウェルネスセンター、ヨガリトリート、統合医療の実践を通じて、アーユルヴェーダが広く受け入れられるようになりました。
With this, I would like to conclude and suggest that we should make Ayurvedic teaching a part of our daily life.
本日、アーユルヴェーダの日に、我々一人一人がアーユルヴェーダの教えを日々の生活の一部として取り入れることを呼びかけたいと思います。
I thank to Mr. Madhusudanji and entire embassy of India in Japan and all those present here. I look forward to coming back here soon. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra. Thank you.
最後に、マドゥスダン臨時大使、在日インド大使館の皆様、そして本日お集まりの皆様に心より感謝申し上げます。ありがとうございます。
Thank you very much, His Excellency, for your address. Next, we will now have a special message from Her Excellency, Madame Akie Abe, former First Lady of Japan, presented by Dr. Shizuo Suzuki, Representative Director, Maharishi Institute of Total Education.
はい、司会の方、どうもありがとうございます。それでは、安倍昭恵夫人の代読でメッセージをここで読まさせていただきたいと思います。はい、ありがとうございます。本日のアイルベーダの日の祝賀の開催を心からお喜び申し上げます。人類の英知、インドの伝統医学、アイルベーダを普及されている尊敬するナレンドラ・モディ首相閣下、インド政府、並びにインド大使館の皆様、さらにアイルベーダを普及されている日本のすべての民間団体の皆様、地方自治体、日本政府の皆様に心から感謝を申し上げます。幸福あふれる、躍動的で充実した人生の基盤は、心と体の健康に他なりません。アイルベーダは、心身の健康を創造する古代インドから伝わる数千年の歴史を持つ貴重な自然医学です。本日の祝典を契機に、アイルベーダがさらに日本の社会に波及し、多くの皆様がより一層素晴らしい人生を歩むことができるよう心から願っております。本日のアイルベーダの日のご盛会を心から記念いたしております。アイルベーダの日の開催おめでとうございます。2025年9月23日、アイルベーダの日、安倍昭恵。
Thank you very much for the special message. Next, we'd like to move on to a panel discussion. May I invite our esteemed panelists to join us on the stage. Dr. Kita Nishi, President, Ayurveda Society of Japan. Dr. Kazuo Uebaba, President, Ayurveda Association in Japan. Dr. Takizawa, Ayurveda practitioner and influencer. To moderate this discussion, we invite Dr. Shizuo Suzuki, Representative Director, Maharishi Institute of Total Education.
皆様、こんにちは。今日は、この素晴らしい先生方と、短い時間ではございますが、パネルディスカッションを行わさせていただきたいと思います。先生方はぜひマイクもお使いいただきたいと思います。もう私はシンプルにご紹介させていただきます。まず一番皆様から向かって右側ですね。私から見て左側の先生が、日本アイルベーダ学会の理事長であられます。この日本アイルベーダ学会に関しましては、今、スライドで先生がご説明をされると思いますが、もうすでに1967年からこのアイルベーダを日本国において波及されてこられた大変由緒ある日本国におけるアイルベーダ普及の中心的な学会であられます。本日は現在における初代は畑井勉先生であられましたが、今はこの素晴らしい 理事長として、このドクターであられます、先生をお迎えすることができて大変光栄に存じます。アイルベーダ、日本アイルベーダ、学会理事長、そして医師であられます、医学博士、北西剛先生です。また盛大な拍手を皆様よろしくお願いします。ありがとうございます。そしてお隣が、やはり、素晴らしい先生です。もう40年にわたり、この国におきまして、アイルベーダに関する著作も数多く、科学的研究の推進、様々なご活動を全国を回って、このアイルベーダを波及されてきました。北西先生もそうですが、私はこの先生を心から尊敬しております。日本国において、この先生の存在なくして、アイルベーダは広がらなかったと言っても過言ではないと思います。上馬場和夫先生でございます。拍手をよろしくお願いします。そして、私の左隣、皆様からこちらにいらっしゃいますけれども、若きリーダーです。まだ40代の半ばですが、医師ではなく、現在、安ヶ岳という地に8万坪の土地を有し、そしてそのうちの5万坪を無農薬、有機農業を推進されていらっしゃいます。そしてその3万坪に関しましては、アイルベーダセンター、あるいはヨーガ、アイルベーダと
for organic farm, and for remaining 30,000 tubo of land that he is going to build the place for the community centered on Ayurveda. He's a great leader. His name is Takizawa. And actually, when I talked about Takizawa to Mr. Yashwant, the Yashwant, or Mr. Yashwant was impressed, and he wanted to start planting the medical herbs in the Takizawa's land. So with that plant, herb plantation, that Takizawa's place will be further thriving. So this is Takizawa Kohei, who is leading that project. And this is Suzuki. I'm representative director of Maharishi Institute of Total Education. And also I'm honorary doctorate of the Maharishi Institute of United States, of United States. I am served as a moderator. So let me ask some questions to Dr. Kitanishi, who is the president of Ayurveda Society of Japan. You are talking about the use of Ayurveda in disaster medicine and caregiving and nursing care, right? Could you tell us more about that? And also tell us some brief history of Ayurveda Society of Japan. Thank you very much for your kind introduction, Dr. Suzuki, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm ENI doctor in Osaka, and I'm now the president of Ayurveda Society of Japan. My name is Kitanishi, and I'm honored to be part of the celebration of Ayurveda Day. And the June 21 is the International Yoga Day, and the yoga events happened on that day. But having the fixed day for celebration enhanced the identity or recognition of the day of Ayurveda. So from this year on, I'm sure that the Ayurveda Day will gain further recognition in Japan. Now, Ayurveda. Maybe you are not very familiar with Ayurveda Society of Japan, but looking back, well, the Dr. Hatai and Dr. Maruyama are the main architects of the promotion of Ayurveda in Japan. Our organization date back in 1967. At that time, it was called the Indian Traditional Medicine Study Conference. And then with the support of without the support of Dr. Uebaba, the Ayurveda hadn't been penetrated in Japan this much. And as you can see in the slide, in 2023, just 2 years ago, well, total participants to the seminars and lectures, including online seminar, reached over 1,000. That was a great pleasure for us. And yes, last year we had the general conference in Tokyo. Next slide, please. So we have online conference in November. So I hope many of you will join this seminar. And if you just start growing your interest in Ayurveda, please join this conference. You will learn a lot about Ayurveda, which will be of help in your lifestyle. Now, I know this is the day of celebration, but I'd like to share some challenges. Well, there's in Japan, India summit meeting in August, and at that time, Japan-India vision, joint vision was released. And this, you can see the entire document of on the Japan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs website, but in the official document of joint statement, there's a phrase saying that leveraging the potential of traditional and alternative medicine. And also it says that the under the support of Ayush Ministry of India, the Japan will Japan and India, Japan will set up the Center of Excellence to promote the holistic wellness, including yoga, meditation, and Ayurveda. With the establishment of Center of Wellness, I hope that we can further promote the use of the Ayurveda. So Ayurveda covers a lot of different things from the diet, the prevention of disease, and so on. But we hope that we can socially implement Ayurveda concept and practice in Japan. And Mr. Takizawa's initiative is one of them. So I'd like to raise this question or issue. Now, look, these are the population pyramid, and the one in observed in Japan in 1980 is pretty similar to that observed in India in 2024. Now, as you know, as of 2024, the Japan is becoming super aging society, and what's happening in Japan is will be seen across the world in 30 years' time. And I keenly aware of the impact of the super aging society in the medical practices and caregiving or disaster medicine. But Ayurveda approach is very useful in disaster medicine, caregiving, and nursing care. So let me tell you about more. So, well, I used to attend the congress or conference of Western medicine, but recently I received a lot of requests for me to talk about Ayurveda-based nursing care or caregiving. I can be aware that there is a growing need for the Ayurveda approach. For example, the Japan Academy of Diabetes Education Nursing had a meeting 2 days ago, and the theme was diabetes care and education, respectful of diversity. And at that time, I talked about the issue of nursing care practice And nursing care practice could leverage the oil massage based on Ayurveda practice. And that is not so that such approach is useful for not only the recipient of care but also practitioner of care. And lots of people had interest in that topic and attended that workshop. And this is an example. The person who is engaged in a nursing care facility work in Japan, and actually that practice was being taught in the facility in India, nursing care facility in India, and going forward, we are people from India will be coming to Japan to learn about how the nursing care and caregiving practice in Japan. The Japan-Indian joint vision includes the person-to-person exchange.
And disaster medicine. Yes, Japan is famous for having many earthquakes, but depending on the region, the types of disasters differ. Especially talking about Japan, that this year marks the 30th year from the Hanshin the great earthquake, and I'm now certified as a disaster prevention master, and I'm planning to make some efforts in this area. You can see the word disaster-related death. Although it's not directly from a disaster, many people fall ill because of a disaster. And this is a huge issue that Japan is facing now, and I want to do something with this in my efforts. This is a picture of a doctor in Noto Peninsula disaster hit area. Although I myself was not able to go, but there is a role for us to play here. And I wrote an essay about the situation of Japan, and that includes Ayurveda, but also I shared some of my thoughts that I recently have. Thank you very much, Mr. Kitanishi. I'm very impressed by your activity and I respect for that. I'd like to have a discussion, but we are running behind the schedule, so I'll just hand over to the next speaker. And as per with Kitanishi-san, Uebaba-san is playing a huge role in Ayurveda of Japan, and he'll talking about non-medical and medical Ayurveda outlook, and also he'll touch upon some herbs that are. Namaste.
Auspicious Ayurveda Day. Maybe Ayurveda is the first trial in Japan. I'll speak in Japanese because I'm very poor at English speaking. で、私自身
So, I'll also talk about some negative aspects in introducing Ayurveda in Japan in my presentation, as well as positive parts. And in Japan, we made some herb supplements, and maybe 20 plus years ago, I was importing some Indian supplements to Japan, but we faced some problem. And in terms of Takizawa-san, maybe in Takizawa-san's place, we can grow herbs that are originated from India. When we practice Ayurveda in Japan, the certification that you can get in India sometimes doesn't work in Japan. So I will talk about compliance in Japan as well in this presentation. And then I'll hand over to Takizawa-san later. Next slide, please. This is the outline of my presentation. I'll just skip this. Next page, please. So the groups which are engaged in developing Ayurveda, there are mainly major ones are four. There are four major organizations. Hatai-san was the first president of the first one, and I'm the second president of Ayurveda Society in Japan. And Kageyama-san made efforts in doing research academically on Ayurveda, and Kageyama-san established HAPA, Holistic Ayush Practice Association. And most recently, ALA, Agastya Life Science Association in Japan was established. I'm a bit involved in that. And also in Japan, Sri Lankan Ayurveda has been introduced by JAPA, Tree of Life. And once or twice a month, I'm having a discussion with people from Jiva Japan Ayurveda. And there is a school called Jiva Ayurveda Japan. And also there is another school called Ayurveda Beauty College. And also there is another school, Ayurveda College. And the most famous school is Japan Ayurveda School. So there are many organizations relating to Ayurveda in Japan. Next slide, please. Ayush Ayurveda sometimes can be translated with a narrow interpretation, but there are many other traditional medicine, and in many different languages it's introduced. But all of those traditional medicines are dealing with life, so I consider them all Ayurveda in a wide sense. And I believe that if I can, or we can do some research with this wide view, I think it's better to introduce. So that Japan is the only country, I think, that can have integrated research on those all traditional medicine. So both ASJ and AAJ, there are many people who are active in non-medical areas, nursing, welfare areas. To spread Ayurveda in these areas, we have to invite those non-medical people. So we created this the Mirai project of integrating ancient wisdom with modern approaches, which is called Future Project, Traditional Wisdom and Modern Innovation. And we are planning to create a village for well-being, including integrating healthcare, welfare, and education. So we are thinking about Yatsugatake Kibutsu, but we are thinking about forming a global network connecting the world through the establishment of a belt. And we want to grow herb, create food, etc. Next page, please. Both in medical and non-medical areas, we have some foods, rasayana. It's an ancient Indian medicine for good health, and we tried some of them. The most recently, rasayana A food was created that includes lots of herbs, especially it includes Indian herbs, and some of which can be grown in Japan. But number 9, horoscolin. DHC is already importing and creating supplements. So the concept of Indian Ayurveda is to combine various things to create food to promote health. And we are also thinking about that. Next page, please. So the Rasayana food we tried, the population was 7, but we did some research, and we found that the nutrition status improved, and people become less prone to cold, and we did some statistic analysis, and people feel refreshed when they wake up. So for this group of 7 people, we only saw positive effects. But if the group becomes bigger, maybe we can find more and more good effects. And we didn't have any safety issues. So we checked the effectiveness and safety. And we want to use this kind of a food as supplement for regimen. And this is something we learned from Indian Ayurveda, and we can make use of it in Japan. So if we have a wide space like Kibutsu Yatsugatake, and if we can grow herb, that will be an ideal place. And there are some places in Japan that grow herbs still.
So the full screen. Well, DHC has already selling the supplement with full screen, but it has unique mechanism. I've been engaged in research of full screen for 40 years and used as an agent for chemical experiment, but I was surprised to hear that full screen was made into supplement, and but there are many herbs in India that can be used as supplement. And I hope that those herbs will be grown in the kibbutz Yatsugatake or other lands. But there are, but for the disaster medicine or nursing care, if we practice Ayurveda, we need to comply with ethical codes. For example, we should not use words like cure or treatment, and also do not use modern medical diagnostic terms unless you are talking to a medical professional, and basically do not touch the person's body. But for other than the nursing care or beauty care. And another thing I'd like to highlight, which is talked much about recently, well, the practitioner must be the same gender as the person receiving the procedures. Actually, there was scandal of the male practitioner provide the procedure to the female recipient, and that was not appropriate. So, but if needed to touch person's body for educational purpose, then make sure to get consent, ideally in writing in advance. And also, it's important to strictly maintain confidentiality of personal information. Well, that is a norm for those who attended medical school, but Ayurveda practitioner not necessarily went through the confidentiality rules, and so it's important. And also, the practitioner should be thoroughly familiar with public health and hygiene regulation. Now, herbs can be grown in the many areas, including the area around Yatsugatake, Kibutsu. So I hope that herbs will be grown more. Thank you, Dr. Rebaba. Thank you very much for sharing vision. Now, moving on to Yatsugatake Kibutsu, which is the community for community with the Ayurveda at the center. So the representative of the project, Takizawa, is going to tell us about the Kibutsu Yatsugatake. I'm honored to be with all these distinguished and prominent doctors, but I'm not a medical doctor. And well, I'm not a farmer. The farming is not my cup of tea, but I'm in a sense, entrepreneur, and I'm building a new societal models, and I'm running multiple businesses, and my activity is centered on Yatsugatake, and actually, around 2021, I came across with Ayurveda, and that was when I fell sick, very sick, and I explore the treatment or rehabilitation. And then I found Ayurveda. And then I went to Jamnagar, the Western India, that's in Gujarat. There is a national university of Ayurveda. So I went through the Panchakarma for detoxification for 2 years in a row. And that was amazing experience. My body was like reborn. So I walked through the great experience of Ayurveda, which changed my body functions. And I saw that many people in terminal ill were also um, restore their health through Ayurveda. So based on my experience, I wanted to build a community centered on Ayurveda. And also, I went through the Great Eastern Japan earthquake in 2011, and since then I want to build a community where everyone feels safe to live, and through the organic farming. And I'm owning the 50,000 tubo area of farm, which is fully organic, no pesticide or chemical fertilizer. And I had been interested in growing herb, and that's why I established the farming incorporation. So that allow us to plant and grow herbs, not only the vegetables and grains. And so I like to grow the herbal planting and growing by expanding the area of lands for herb farming and cultivating. Herbs should be organically grown, otherwise all the efficacy will be ruined. So comparing the herbs grown with fertilizers or chemicals or without chemicals, the efficacy is totally different. So to make the most of the power of herb, we growing herbs. We are aiming to grow herbs organically. Now, and also based on my experience in Gujarat, I built a retreat facility, which includes the place for meditation or yoga. And also, I'm going to build the place for people to spend their later years happily. So those actually nearly 20 people have moved in to this place from urban areas. And well, the medical hospitals are not fully developed yet for the people who spend their later years, but we are going to build the medical facilities, and also we are going to build education facility too, including, and also we will build a facility for preventive medicine so that the people living in the community will feel safe about their health in their later years. So again, based on my experience, I'd like to build a community centering around Ayurveda and integrative treatment, as well as Ayurveda-based treatment. Next slide, please. So This is Yamanashi Prefecture, and the Atsugatake Kibutsu is highlighted in red. This is on borders of Nagano Prefecture. But anyway, we own a land of about 10 hectares of rice paddy that is at the foot of the mountain. Actually, we are growing about 20 tons of rice per year, and we are aiming to grow it to 100 tons within 5 years. And right now, the people in their teens in their 90s are working together to grow rice. So you can see the Mount Fuji at the center, but this is our rice paddy fields, but we are going to build the herbal growing field and holy basil is good for the area with the elevation of 800 or 1000 meter from the sea level. So we are going to experiment different type of herbs to grow in this area. And we have secured the land areas, not only the farming lands, but also we are again obtaining 20 to 30,000.
So as I said, for education, medicine, and healthcare facilities are planned to be built. So we want to have a place where Ayurveda services and treatments can be provided. Also, we want to have some elder houses, elder care homes, and etc. So that when you need treatment for a disease or when you need nursing care, you don't need to go back to the urban area. You can stay here to get what you need because herbs are being grown and they can incorporate Ayurveda in their day-to-day life. So I'm building a social model. And Japan is facing the declining population, birth rate, and aging population. And when you think about healthcare, and we have to have some thorough, careful the healthcares in the region. And I alone cannot do everything here, but I pick brains from Embassy of India and also the great doctors around me here, so that we can create an ideal future society model. Education will be added to healthcare, so that's something I'm doing. This is what AI created. These are the AI created images, and we don't have them yet. But we want to have a school, and we want to have a retreat where people from urban area can heal, and we want to have a space for living. While they live, they can receive cares, and or you can visit here for Ayurveda, or you can grow something in the herb farming field. And I think we are living in a time where we can build an ideal society together. I love India, I love Ayurveda, but there are herbs that are good fit for Japanese people, and we have to adapt Ayurveda so that it will fit for Japanese people, Japanese climate, and Japanese food. So we want to create such a society in this village, and I want to invite people in the process of creating this society, ideal society. And it was a quick presentation from myself, but thank you very much for your attention. Realistically, yoga, meditation, Ayurveda will be the foundation, and you are creating a community. So it's not a pie in the sky. You acquired the land. You are already growing herbs and plants without fertilizer. So he's a young leader in this area. So I think he's one of the next generation leaders who will create the future. And I have high hopes for him. Thank you very much, Takezawa-san. That was a great presentation. I only have a few slides to share. This is the definition of health in Ayurveda. This was written by Sushruta Sanhita, an ancient great. And based on this definition, Dr. Kitanishi, Dr. Uebaba, and Ayurveda leaders around the world are practicing this definition and spreading this to the people on the planet. So let's take a look at this. Doshas are balanced, good appetite, the functioning of each organ is normal. Sorry, we are running behind the schedule. Sorry, good appetite, the functioning of and excretory functions are good, and atoma, mind, and five senses are filled with bliss.
スワスタ。そのような人を健康な人、スワスタと呼ぶ。これがアイルベーダの定義です。ですから、
This is the definition of health in Ayurveda. So for us to have a rich life and quality of life, this is what the ancient Sushruta envisioned. And we are trying and creating this with great doctors like Mr. Kitanishi and Dr. Uebaba. And today is the day to celebrate the lords or deities of India who gave us this great wisdom. And we want to realize this ideal together with you. Next slide, please. And Abe Akio gave us a message. And Prime Minister Abe was a great prime minister who paved the way for Ayurveda to be introduced in Japan. On October 29, 2018, the Office of Healthcare Policy, Cabinet Secretariat, Government of Japan, the Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare of Japan, and the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare of the Republic of India in the field of healthcare and wellness concluded a memorandum of cooperation and areas of cooperation for human development, as written here. So this MOU was signed between Prime Minister Abe and His Excellency Narendra Modi. And this is the official cabinet document, and that was a great step forward. And I'm so impressed. And also below, you can see that they agreed to hold an India-Japan public and private healthcare forum. And I think this event that we are holding now is one of those occasions. And this was witnessed by His Excellency Prime Minister Narendra Modi and His Excellency Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. And the Sanjay Kumar, former ambassadors, signed this. And after that, CB, His Excellency CB, became the Embassy of India in Tokyo, but his predecessor signed this. And in Japan, there are many great doctors in Ayurveda. While getting guidance from them and while working with some young leaders like Mr. Takizawa, we want to realize this concept and intention. And Abe, Mrs. Ake Abe couldn't make it today, but I was humbled to be able to read her message today. And the last slide, Uebaba Sensei mentioned Dr. Kageyama, and he gave a presentation recently about herb, and this was about TM. In 2025, in March, this essay was published about TM. This is about biomolecules, and the impact factor was 4.8. This is a high-level academic essay, but the people who haven't tried meditation and people who tried meditation, who practiced meditation for a long time, were compared. And this kind of technique has been developed and advanced. And the longer you practice meditation, the new genes are born. That's something they found. And anti-inflammatory or immune strengthening genes can emerge. That's one of the effects of meditation. And this is a research on TM. But there are over 800 essays that prove the effect of meditation. But meditation, Ayurveda, yoga, and in those areas, we'll cooperate with the Embassy of India, Tokyo, to create a healthy society. I wanted to have a discussion with all the doctors, but behind the scenes, the people are preparing for the dance and etc., and people are waiting for the next entertainment. So I'll finish the panel discussion here. But once again, please give a great round of applause for all the speakers on the stage.
So, please give a hand to the Dr. Kitanishi and Dr. Uebaba and the young leader, Mr. Takizawa Taihei. And this is Suzuki. I served as moderator. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much for the insightful discussion and presentation. Next, we'd like to invite Ms. Masako Sato, a renowned Japanese katak dancer, and her troupe, Miyabi Katak Dance Academy, to showcase the traditional Indian dance, katak. Durga Puja, one of the most significant Hindu festivals, honors goddess Durga and her triumph over the buffalo demon Mahishasura, symbolizing the victory of good over evil. It is celebrated with grandeur across India, especially in West Bengal, where communities create artistic pavilions, organize cultural programs, and gather to worship the goddess. This year, Durga Puja will be celebrated in India from September 28 to October 2. In connection with this festival, we are pleased to have Miss Sato and her troupe present a dance performance depicting the myth of Goddess Durga. Please welcome Miss Sato and her troupe. Thank you very much for the wonderful performance. Next, we'd like to invite Dr. Sanjay Kumar from the Vivekananda Cultural Center, Embassy of India in Japan, for a yoga session.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, we will do a prayer. Everyone, please keep your hands in Chin Mudra. Close your eyes. Sit straight, peace your mind, peace your body. Pray to God. May we move in harmony. May we speak in unison. Let our mind be uniform and dignity manifest in all our endeavors. Om Sangachatvam Sambadadvam Shambho Mainansi Janita Deva Bhagam Yatha Purve Sanjanana Upashate Sanjanana Upashate. Please rub your palms. Put on your shoulders and whole body. Feel the divine effect of this prayer. Please open your eyes. Yoga and Ayurveda are considered as sister sciences. Both have originated from ancient Vedic tradition. Both have the common goal, holistic well-being of mankind. On this occasion of Ayurveda Day, today we will do some important yogic practices for our good health, peace and happiness. Everyone please be ready. First of all, we are going to do Ardha Tadasana, half palm tree pose. Everyone, please raise your hands with inhalation. Stretch your body upward. This asana gives good stretch on our spine and vertebral column, on our abdomen, chest, on our hands. Feel the strain on your spine and vertebral column. Slowly stretch your body upward. With exhalation, slowly release. Now we will do Triyak Tadasana, swing palm tree pose. This asana gives good stretch on our side muscles. Please keep your palm at the edge of the chair like this. Raise your right hand like this. With exhalation, slowly bend left. Keep your elbow straight. Feel the stretch on your side muscles. With inhalation, slowly come back. Release your hand. Now we will do with the other side. Raise your left hand. Keep your right palm at the edge of the chair. And with exhalation, bend right. With inhalation, slowly come back. Release. Now we will do Kati Chakrasana, waist rotation. This asana has twisting effect on our waist region, on our back, on our abdomen, chest, on our upper body part. Please keep your right palm on your left knee and keep your left hand on the head of the chair. And with exhalation, slowly twist your body left and look back. Feel the twisting effect of this asana. With inhalation, slowly come back. Now keep your left palm on your right knee. Keep your right hand on the back of the chair. And with exhalation, slowly twist your body right and look back. With inhalation, slowly come back. We are doing only one time, but when you do practice at your home, do at least 2-3 times. Next practice is Hastottanasana and Padhastasana. Raised hand pose and foot to arms pose. Everyone please come forward on the chair. Stretch your knees. Hands between both legs. With inhalation, slowly you have to raise your hands and bend back at your waist. If anyone feels dizziness, don't do this. With inhalation, slowly bend back. And with exhalation, slowly bend forward. Those who have back pain, don't bend forward. Keep your palm on the floor. Release your head down. You can increase blood circulation towards the brain. The organ which gets more blood circulation, that organ becomes more healthy, more strong, more energetic, more efficient. With inhalation, slowly come back. Raise your hands. And with exhalation, slowly release. Now we will do laughter yoga. Happiness is very important for our good health. Laughter yoga removes all our mental problems, removes stress, anxiety, depression, tension, headache, migraine, insomnia, removes all our cardiovascular problems, and also removes the problem of hypertension. When we laugh, endorphins hormone is secreted in our brain that represents our overall well-being. Everyone, please do like me and laugh like me. Okay? Yes, be ready. Keep your hands like this. We are going to do engine laughter yoga. Ho ho ha ha 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 ho ho ha ha. Laugh like this. Thank you. Thank you. Now we will do a very short meditation for 1 minute. Okay, please close your eyes. Normalize your breath. Do 3 times deep breathing. Inhale deeply, exhale slowly. Normalize your breath. Now concentrate yourself on your breath. You are inhaling, you are exhaling. With inhalation, mentally chant so. With exhalation, mentally chant hum. So means what you are, hum means that I am. It means I am the part of Supreme Soul. I am the part of Supreme God. You are not physical body. You are the eternal soul. Nainam chindanti sastrani, nainam dhati pavaka, na chainam kletyantya punah swasyati maruta. Weapons cannot cut the soul, fire cannot burn it, water cannot moisten it, air cannot dry it. You are the eternal soul and the part of the Supreme God. With this feeling, do Som sadhana, Som meditation. With inhalation, mentally chant so. With exhalation, mentally chant hum. Feel that you are the part of Supreme God. Your whole concentration should be in your breath. Keep your breath normal. Chant 1 time with me. Mentally visualize the rising sun and deep inhale. Shanti mantra, peace mantra. Pray to God. May all become happy. May all become healthy. May we see what is auspicious and no one suffer in any way. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah. Sarve Shantu Niramaya. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. Ma kasit dukh bhag bhave. Om Shanti 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 Shvarishtu Please rub your palms. Put on your shoulders and whole body. Feel the divine effect of yogic practices. Open your eyes. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sanjay. Next, we'd like to invite Dr. Shivani Kityal, Professor, All India Institute of Ayurveda, New Delhi, for a virtual presentation, and we humbly request our speaker to maintain the 10-minute time allotment. Thank you.
Hello. Yes, I'm just sharing my presentation now. Is it visible? Yes, not. Yeah, is it visible now? Yeah. So, good afternoon, Kombagwa. And after this session of yoga and Kathak, I think your mind and body are very much relaxed and you are more receptive to listen about the basic principle of Ayurveda, which I will share with all of you. At the outset, I want to thank the Embassy of India, Tokyo, for giving me this wonderful opportunity. And I convey my best regards and best blessings on 10th Ayurveda Day, which is dedicated to Ayurveda for people and planet. Because as per Ayurveda, we all are connected. We are the part of our planet, and this science, which is rooted very, very old, that is the around 5,000-year old science, said that we are the small part of this planet, and if our planet is happy, if our planet is good, we are also happy. And the theme of this Ayurveda Day reflects our collective resolve to harness the full potential of Ayurveda for global well-being and healthier planet. So let's see how we can give a good potential of Ayurveda for the people and the planet. As I have discussed with all of you, that we are the part of a planet, and this theory is known in Ayurveda, that is Yat Pinde Tat Brahmande. It means Brahman, that is the planet, is macrocosm and we are the microcosm. So we should take care of our planet, and that in return our planet will take care of us. That is why in Ayurveda, not only we have the classics of Ayurveda for people, there are some of the books which are written specifically Daksh Ayurveda, which is written for the plant or plant life. So there are various things mentioned for the well-being of the plant, like we are discussing in the previous lectures, that we need some organic farming. So in this book, which is named as Daksh Ayurveda, is dedicated for the plant life and how we can grow good plant without having any chemicals. The another good thing which we have in Ayurveda for our planet is the Pashu Ayurveda, that is the Ayurveda for the animals. So there are many classics and things which are mentioned for the good health of our animals, which are our friends and a part of our planet to take care of them. Ayurveda is actually the science of life. So we have to know that our life should be good and we should know what to do, what not to do. This is all mentioned in Ayurveda. Friends, I just want to say and want to convey on this platform that Ayurveda is not a science for the management of diseases. Primarily, it is a science for the prevention. This is a science dedicated so that we should have good health and we should not get ill. That is why we have given the daily regime, seasonal regime, detoxification procedures, which we have discussed earlier also, that is Panchkarma, and one of the friend also discussed the miracles of the Panchkarma he experienced in Jamnagar, India. The Rasayana, which are known as the rejuvenator, are very good, and these are the immunomodulator, we can say. And yes, you have just discussed that there are good effects of data you have experienced. It is very pro nature in Ayurveda. We are not using any chemical, any other thing. Just we are using the minerals, we are using the plants and the things which are present with us in the nature, and it cures the root cause. So as I discussed, it is for prevention, it is for the promotion, and yes, also for the maintenance of health. And then comes the management of the diseases. So the primary aim is the prevention, promotion, and maintenance of the health. And how we do this? We do this mainly from the diet. I know in Japan also you emphasis mainly on the diet, and in Ayurveda it is known as one of the pillars. The other important pillar for our health and for our disease is the sleep. And nowadays we can see that in the globe, due to deprivation of the sleep, there are many diseases. So if we want good health, so Ayurveda tells about the good diet and a good sleep. The 5 basic elements of Ayurveda are Panch Mahabhut. So we have to manage those Mahabhut, as earlier we see there is a definition of health, and in definition of health, we have to make equilibrium of these 5 elements. The other important energies in our body is Tridosha, which are the functional units in our body, and everything we do in Ayurveda is to make the equilibrium of Vata, Pitta and Kapha. Like our bodily doshas, we have the mental dosh that is known as Sattva Rajtam. So if our body is healthy, our mind is healthy, then we are healthy. That is why emphasis is given to the mental doshas also. Well, if we see, this is all connected. Vata, Pitta, Kapha is also connected with our mental doshas, and these two are connected with our 5 basic elements. So it is the mathematical algorithm we can see, and the balance of each and every one is by our diet and lifestyle, and then by the medicines. This is again telling us that yes, Vata, which is our physiological unit, our dosha, Vata, Pitta, Kapha are having the elements like air, space, and we have to manage these air space. How? I will tell further to you. Like in planet, we have the air, space, and sun. So in our body, we are also having this, and on the basis of that, there is a constitution, that is the personalized body, that is known as Prakriti in Ayurveda. So each and every herb or every medicine is not good for every person. There is very precision in Ayurveda, and this precision medicine, which is known as the personalized care, is on the basis of the Prakriti of a patient. So one should know the Prakriti. That is why in India recently we have done a drive to know the Prakriti of each and every individual of India. That these kind of initiative we can also take in Japan to know the Prakriti of the person, so that they can take the diet, the lifestyle as per their Prakriti. This Prakriti is also understood on the basis of genomics, that is our genetic makeup. Ultimately, this genetic makeup is ultimate, and this genetic makeup also predicts about our future diseases. So if we take the diet, the lifestyle, so the diseases will not happen. The similarity and dissimilarity is very important in Ayurveda, and as we are the part of the planet, so we take each and everything from planet. And if there is the similarity of the substance we are taking from the planet, this will increase the same thing in our body, and the vice versa will also happen. Like the things we eat having the earth element more, so in my body also earth element will increase. This is known as similarity. And if I have the things from the planet which is having the vata is more, that is vayu is more, then in my body also the vata will increase. That is why we are taking the things on the basis of the similarity and dissimilarity of the substance present in our nature. Ultimately, the aim is the holistic health, from illness, wellness to happiness. Because we are not treating only the body, we are treating the mind, we are treating the soul. And how we do this? We do this on the basis of Panchkarm, that is a detoxification procedure, the diet, the rejuvenating things like the gooseberry and various herbs we have. The important thing which I want to convey also is the taste in Ayurveda. The taste in Ayurveda is not only for the appetite. It is also for the health, because these tastes also having some of the basic elements. You can see the air and earth in the astringent taste, the earth and water in the sweet taste. So I have already discussed with you all that same thing will increase the same part in our body. Like if we eat more sweet, so in my body, earth and water element will increase. Likewise, the other taste will also do in our body. That is why diet is very, very important as per Ayurveda, and without having any kind of medicine, we can manage our diseases and we can prevent the diseases by the use of a good diet. This is the diet chart. This is a complicated one. I can't explain within this short duration, but just want to convey to all of you that these tastes are very important, and we should take the taste or the food according to our body or according to our element in our body that is ultimately represent our doshas. The again importance is given to Agni, that is the fire in our body. And fire means digestive fire, because we eat everything from which is a foreign material, and it is the work of our digestive fire which changes it and make it good for the assimilation. So assimilation is done after the digestion of the food by our digestive fire. So ultimate importance is given to the digestive fire as per Ayurveda. This is also understood nowadays on the base of microbiome, but microbiome is not ultimately the digestive fire. Yes, we can understand a bit of it with the help of the microbiome. The diet, as I have already discussed, is very, very important, and it is a pillar of health. But diet is not only for the body, diet is also for the sense, diet is also for the mind. Like good thoughts, you just saw the Kathak dance. You saw the Kathak dance, it is also good for your sense. So it is the good food of your sense that gives you good health. That is why we should think before taking any sensory inputs also, like look, feel, hear, smell. It also affects your body and your mind. There are something which is mentioned, the guidelines, dietary guidelines. The food which we eat is also important, but how to eat is very, very important. This is also mentioned in I have just shown you this picture. In this picture, you can see some of the food items. These food items are mentioned as a good for healthy person. So you should add 1, 2, 3 as per the availability in your daily foods to become healthy. These are the pillars I have already discussed, and sleep is very, very important. Now, this is an important slide which reflects that in the environment, in the planet, we have sun, moon, and air, which balances the world. So, in our body, like sun, we have pith, like moon, we have kapha, and like air, we have vata. So, that is why the change in the environment also affects the change in our body. And that is the change in the doshas in our body. So, early wake up early in the morning is also important, and sleep in early after sunset is important to make the circadian rhythm in adherence with the nature. The daily regime is also mentioned, what to do, what not to do since morning up to the night. And also the seasonal regime. There are various seasons in India, and according to season, the diet, the lifestyle, it is mentioned deliberately and elaborated for the persons. Other important message I want to convey that as we are working for the people, then our children are very, very important. And in Ayurveda, there is Ayurvedic pregnancy care as mentioned. So maternal and fetal health care with diet and lifestyle for 9 months. It is elaborated and it is very, very good. I think everyone should adopt this Ayurvedic pregnancy care for a good progeny. After birth, there is also mention of the Swarna Prasan, that is giving a bhasma of nanoparticle of Swarna, that is the gold particle. And you can see various papers in a good journal where it is mentioned that it enhances the immunity, it enhances the mental ability of the kids. Biopurification, there are 5 procedures which are mentioned for the maintenance of the health of the healthy person, yes, but we are also using these procedures for the treatment of various diseases. these treatments are mentioned for a healthy person in a specific season. Like in India, we are having the autumn season. So Virechana, that is the medicated purgation, is indicated for each and every person to detoxify the body. Likewise, there are other procedures. The sayanas, we have various herbs, and I think in Japan also we have a good number of herbs which we can use as a immunomodulator, like ashwagandha, tulsi, and many more. So these immunomodulator we recently used during the COVID times, and I think you also witnessed that the immunomodulators which are mentioned in Ayurveda has given a protection from the COVID-19 pandemic during pandemic, and also it helps to recover early. So we did a very good and great study with 80,000 person, and we published in the Frontiers that yes, by giving some immunomodulator which are mentioned in Ayurveda are helpful to reduce the positivity percentage in COVID-19 during COVID-19 periods. So we can use these kind of thing in other epidemics also. So I just say that it is good to use Ayurveda in your country, because it is personalized. It is having the daily regime and seasonal regime. It is good for your mental health, physical health, spiritual and social aspect. And there are biopurification procedures. We have rejuvenators. So with all of this, we give a holistic care to the health, for the body and for the mind. So these are the strength of Ayurveda. We are it is responsive, affordable, because we are using the herbs which are grown nearby or which are available easily. It is effective, and also it is experiential. I have already mentioned that it is 5,000 years ago it started to use these kind of medicines. So it is experiential. We are working in India under the Ministry of Fire. So I just want to say 2 or 3 slides regarding this ministry, because this is the ministry under which we are working and we want to flourish Ayurveda. From 2014, we have a separate ministry to flourish these traditional system. We have the colleges, we have various medical colleges, we have UG, PG courses. The Ayush is also having the global presence, and I am happy that recently our Honorable Prime Minister has also visited in Japan, and there is also promise to increase the wellness center, and AIIA also established some of the wellness centers in Supreme Court, in other hospitals also. So India can help to establish these kind of wellness center in Japan in future. Like some of the speakers were discussing that we need some good health for the geriatric population, because the number of geriatric person is increasing day by day. So in Ayurveda, you can see there is already, we have developed Ayush palliative care, Supraja, that is for the mental and neonatal care. This is the Ayush Geriatric Healthcare Services. So in Vayomitra, it is Ayush Geriatric Healthcare Services, which is already done in India, and you can also adopt these kind of healthcare services for Japan. We are having Ayush Visa. If you want some kind of panchakarma or some biopurification, you can get Ayush Visa. It is the new initiative of Ministry of Ayush to facilitate the Ayurveda globally, and also the Ayush scholarship. If any scholar want to learn Ayurveda in India, they can come. We are happy to welcome them. I am at All India Institute of Ayurveda, and this is the tertiary care hospital in Delhi. I welcome you all to visit this institute, and we are also organizing some of the workshop and some of the training program for foreign delegates who are interested in Ayurveda. This is the book I just want to share with all of you, which shows how India grows with Ministry of Ayush and holistic, for the holistic health for all in last 10 years. So as I have seen all the discussion, all the deliberation in your embassy of Tokyo, India in Tokyo, I just pointed out some of the areas of collaboration with India and specifically with All India Institute of Ayurveda, like Ayurveda-based geriatric care and palliative care, disaster and epidemic management. Like COVID, we did a great job. Likewise, we can develop for other problems also. Understanding of Japanese herbs on the basis of Ayurveda principle, because Ayurveda is having a specific principle to understand the herbs. So we can develop those understanding for the herbs which are available in Japan. Beauty and aesthetic care through Ayurveda, workshop for Japanese Ayurveda practitioners in India, faculty exchange and development of human resource, setting wellness centers for health promotion and disease prevention, and growing herbs on the principle of Draksh Ayurveda and animal care through Pashu Ayurveda. Because we are having the dedicated literature on Draksh Ayurveda and Pashu Ayurveda, so we can use this. So I think the time is running short, and thank you so much. I thank Dr. Kaul also, who connected me with Embassy of India in Tokyo. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for your presentation. To conclude today's program, we'd like to invite Dr. Shizuo Suzuki, Representative Director, Maharishi Institute of Total Education, for the closing remarks.
最後に、結論をということで、お話を。
Okay, I'm honored to give closing remarks at the Embassy of India, Japan, and the dignitary guests and ladies and gentlemen, and the Indian government fixed the Ayurveda Day on September 23rd, the same day as autumnal equinox. So before, the Ayurveda Day was celebrated on the day of Dhanvantari. And because of the calendar, the date was changed every year. But the Indian government wants to spread Ayurveda across the globe. So they decided that September 23rd will be the Ayurveda Day every year moving forward. And today we are celebrating Ayurveda for the first time on this fixed date, September 23rd. And September 23rd is the autumnal equinox. And by fixing the date, we can celebrate Ayurveda globally at the same time, and we can deepen our understanding on Ayurveda. In that sense, today is a historical day for Ayurveda in the efforts of Indian government to spread the knowledge and the wisdom of Ayurveda. It's great to be here on that day. And World Meditation Day is set for September, another day on September. It was decided by the United Nations. So December 21st will be the winter day, and that will be the meditation day as well. As Kitanishi-san said, and June 21st is the International Yoga Day. Globally, we are celebrating yoga on this date. So June 21st, the International Day of Yoga. And today, September 23rd, on the autumnal equinox day, we celebrate Ayurveda. And December 21st, the winter day, by the resolution of the UN, we will celebrate the meditation. So those 3 days will be very, very important for us moving forward. We still have war and many issues around the globe, but because of that kind of difficult situation, Indian government, Japanese government, and private sectors like us should join hands together, and we need to uphold the Ayurveda for the people and the planet. This is a grand and great mantra. So by spreading yoga and Ayurveda, let's try and create a world without war, conflicts. Let's create a world of permanent peace together. So that's my concluding remark. The well-being, the happiness, and wellness. I think these are the things everybody on the planet wishes for. And today we learned more about Ayurveda, yoga, and through these traditional practices and modern practices, let's create a world of peace and wellness. And we are today joined by great doctors. Kitanishi, please give a big round of applause to Kitanishi, Dr. Kitanishi, President of Ayurveda Society of Japan. And for 40 years, he's been visiting many places in Japan, spreading Ayurveda. Please give him a big round of applause to Kazuo Uebaba. And Ayurveda, yoga, and combination of many other things, he'll create a new future. A young leader, the next gen leader, Mr. Takizawa, please give him another round of applause. Last but not least, I'd like to express my gratitude to Embassy of India, the Charge d'Affaires, His Excellency Madhu Sudan, and Uday Samant, and also the other Mr. Jadav, the Ministry of Ayushi. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Let's join forces together and spread Ayurveda, and let's create a society without war. And thank you very much for your time.
We will now conclude today's event on celebrations on Ayurveda Day. We would like to thank all the speakers and participants for your valuable time. Please join us for a networking reception with light refreshments just outside of the auditorium. If you have used simultaneous interpretation receiver, please make sure to return the device to the reception desk outside. Thank you very much.